How do you
Listen, had a
feel
great
about
day.
that the first time being a musician? This is a great question for William, real quick.
Okay.
How do you feel about him having his own halftime show for the first time ever in the history of the Super Bowl? We're going to use music as a weapon and try to divide the country down the middle. That pissed me off.
I thought that was bullshit.
Thank you. Okay.
And I think it's funny that we're talking about Kid Rock right now, like in 2026. But I remember being in 8th grade and having a friend of mine bring me his like second cassette tape ever. And he's like, "Oh, you'll love this. You'll love this. It's so good. And there's a song on it. He talks about going down on girls. You'll love it." And I was like, I put the tape in and I was like, this is garbage. Like, just was horrible. And then he put out another album, supposed to be better, and I never heard about him. And then Devil Without a Cause came out. And I was like, is this the same guy? I was like,
Right.
it's the same name.
Right.
I was like, there's no way that these guys can be the same guy. And sure enough, it was. And I didn't like that album. I didn't like his music. But eventually, I was like, you know what? And this is the same way I feel about any musician who's ever made it at any kind of level. At some point, my jealousy or my whatever I think about their music, it just has to go by the wayside. And I have to respect the fact that they kept at it and kept at it and kept at it until they finally got to this point that every musician wants to be at. Every singer, every rapper, every guy with a acoustic guitar playing a barbecue joint on the side of the road. Like,
well, here's what cracked me up real quick.
Yeah.
Everybody was, all I kept hearing is, why is he going to sing in Spanish? Why can't it be in English? And I watched the Kid Rock performance because I need to know what I'm dealing with, right? So when they opened up with Ba with the Ba, I'm like, you're bitching about somebody not speaking English and you're watching a performance and they literally started with a song that means that it's not even a fucking word.
Exactly.
It's Ba with the Ba. It's a beat, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It came from a rap song like in 78, 79.
I put my hand on my face and I just started laughing. I'm like, this is where we're at. This is how people think, right? Okay, I give up.
You can't have a world, but you can't have a world anymore without controversy. Nothing can exist without controversy. You have to pit sides against each other. Look at the media. The media doesn't show anything positive anymore. They pick and choose. They're picking and choosing. They're ice. But Trump's, and I'm not getting political, Trump's approach to illegal immigrants is harsh. But every president has done it. Every single president before him has done it. Every single one has deported illegal immigrants without exception. Trump just does it in a way that pisses everybody off. And I'm not political. I'm not defending anybody. Obama deported, Mike and I had a show about this probably 50, 60 episodes ago. We broke down the level of deportations per president. Obama crushed them all.
Right.
All of them.
You can't argue
without
with
exception.
We looked them
without
up.
exception. So you watch the news, and I don't watch the news because all the news is clickbait. It's just, here's a little snippet of this chaos. And they want people to react and thread comments and views, and instead of, here's the entire story, here's the pros, here's the cons, here's the summary, here's the resolution. They're like garbage, because they want people feeding them, garbage in, garbage out. There's no rational conversations anymore on those threads because it's like we talked earlier, James Hetfield having a conversation with President Trump, but you go to the very last line, it's like, oh, this would be great if it happened. But it didn't. But all they see is the first paragraph. That
then there's
happened.
800 comments of people arguing about this thing that never really happened.
Right.
And
that's
fucking
what they
believable.
Want. Right.
And they had to click on that, which gave the visibility and in a lot of cases, monetization of that post and that, user who's probably not even a real human. I know I've seen, the same kind of story, like posted, I don't know how many times, and the actual words that are being said, the actual conversation is exactly the same, but it's with different people. So it might be Troy Aikman with the girls on The View, or it might be, Donald Trump with this and that. And it's just, I just don't understand why someone has interest in not reading about that, but like creating that.